to have a cultural lunch and a question and answer session with the local Emirati.
So it's going to be sitting down, having the traditional food, trying the local coffee, and just learning a little bit about the Emirati culture and just their way of doing things.
When we greet each other, we say Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum means peace be upon you. My name is Ruqayya. I will be your host for today. I've been working at the center for about 2 years. I'm an Emirati person and I can share my experience. We're sitting in a house that is, some people might say 80 years old, maybe more. Right now we're sitting in the middle of the house. This used to be a courtyard with no carpets. There's no floor either, so you only have sand. You wouldn't even have a ceiling here. It would be open. So if we're still doing it the most authentic way, we wouldn't even have ACs. You can see a lot of different sides of the architecture from different cultures. So my colleague is opening the lunch. This is chicken biryani. Usually you have potatoes and eggs as a garnish. Next thing we have here, this is called Machboos. It literally means press. So usually you prepare the meat and have the rice on top of it pressed out. Then we have the vegetable Saloona, so it's stew with vegetables. Then we have the chicken Saloona. This is our dessert. It's called luqaimats, which means small bites. Please help yourselves. In Arabic we say bil'afia, which means I wish you good health.
I got the chicken biryani with white rice and chicken Saloona.
Coffee, it's lightly roasted coffee beans, so it is coffee. If you're done drinking, you wiggle your cup. That means I'm done. You don't wiggle anything else. I've seen our guests sometimes they wiggle the plates. I'm like, no, it's just a cup. Yeah. And when we end, when we're done with eating, we say Hamdulillah. Hamdulillah means thank God. A lot of our guests ask us about the dress. Why is it that women wear black clothing? Why is it that men wear white? You can see my colleague Dari here. He's wearing the kandora, the men's dress. It's usually plain white. Here in the UAE, the traditional dress will look like this. Why am I wearing gahwa? Why am I wearing something extra? For me, wearing gahwa and shayla, it's a combination of obliging to my religion and also fitting in culturally. Usually in the UAE, when you have guests over, in the end, you bring out something called bukhor, which is this. You burn the charcoal on the stove and then you add it here, and it creates a beautiful smell that changes the smell of the room and yourself as well. Fortunately, we reached the end of the program. Yes. I would like to say thank you so much for coming over. I would love to see you again. Stay safe, please. And hopefully we'll all stay safe. So much for joining us. Have a lovely day, and hopefully we'll see you again.
We just finished our cultural lunch. Today we're at the Sheikh Mohammed Cultural Center for Understanding. First thing that we learned about was the Arabic coffee. We learned that if you want more coffee, you just hold your cup out. So you just go like this. But if you're finished, you just shake your cup.
Shake.
And then someone will take the coffee from you. So we learned about the Emirati clothing. She talked about the kandora, which is the white clothing that males wear. The white kandoras are white because it's really hot.
Heat deflection, basically.
She also talked a lot about the majlis, which is the welcoming room. And in this particular house, the area where we were eating, she said a long time ago, the floor was made from sand. And she said there would be animals inside, maybe goats, chickens. And she said that the area behind this would be the place where people would actually have their food and eat. So that would be more like the eating area as opposed to the courtyard. Yeah, like a living room area. Oh, she also talked about the oud, the perfume, and she said that they do use it for their clothing. That they had, I don't even remember what it was called, but it's a triangular woven basket kind of looks like a pyramid, and you put whatever item of clothing you want to smell like the oud over it, and then you put the oud underneath it so the smell goes through your clothing. Overall, I think it was a really nice experience. The food was really good. It was interesting to hear a local person's perspective on culture and traditions and the food, so we learned a lot. And if you're interested in what an Emirati breakfast is like, you can check out our other video. We also filmed that in the Al Fahidi district at the Arabian Tea House.
We hope you enjoy this video, and be sure to subscribe to our channel.
We've just finished our tour. We didn't have a tour.
It was interesting because I actually learned a couple of things, like in terms of...
Okay.
If you have any questions, instead of private messaging us,
we're experts now.
Send it on the YouTube, so other people who may have similar questions can also learn something.
And we might not know the answer to your questions, but we will do our best to answer them.
We will just make something up.
Well, Ali will just make something up, but I'll actually figure out the answer. So depending on who responds, you could get a totally different answer.